Demonic spirits, an esoteric and quantum understanding of their influence. The world we live in is not just a physical realm. It is an energetic landscape where spiritual forces, both light and dark, constantly interact with the energies of the earth and humanity. Among these forces, there exists a category of dark energies that can attach themselves to individuals, societies, and even entire cultures. These are the demonic spirits, entities that have a profound and often destructive influence on our collective consciousness. The nature of demonic spirits. Demonic spirits are not just malevolent beings that exist in some otherworldly realm. In esoteric and spiritual teachings, they are seen as low vibrational entities, souls, or thought forms that have become disconnected from divine source. These entities may have originated as human souls, but through corruption, ego, and a lack of spiritual development, they fall into the lower frequencies of consciousness, becoming increasingly distorted and predatory. Demonic spirits thrive on fear, chaos, violence, and negative emotions. They are energetic parasites, feeding off the negative frequencies that exist in a world where people are disconnected from their higher selves. When humans are operating from a place of fear, shame, guilt, or anger, they emit energies that demonic entities can attach to and feed upon. These spirits influence individuals, encouraging them to act in ways that perpetuate these negative emotions and states. Quantum physics and the nature of demonic influence. From a quantum physics standpoint, the universe is made up of energy fields, vibrating at different frequencies. Everything we experience, our thoughts, emotions, and actions are a form of energy. Just as light vibrates at higher frequencies and darkness at lower frequencies, demonic spirits exist in the lower frequency spectrum of the energetic field. In this context, demonic spirits can be understood as disturbances or interferences within the natural, harmonic flow of energy. They can be thought of as quantum anomalies, disruptions in the smooth interaction of energetic fields. When an individual's energy field is weakened or distorted, they become more susceptible to these energetic disruptions. These spirits then interfere with a person's thoughts, actions, and decisions, leading them away from their true spiritual path and into the grasp of lower vibrational forces. At a quantum level, these demonic entities are like entangled particles, influencing the energy patterns of the human mind and spirit. This is why demonic influence often feels invasive, as though an individual's thoughts or actions are no longer entirely their own. The more one aligns with negative emotions or behaviors, the stronger the quantum bond between the individual and these disruptive spirits. Philosophical perspective on demonic influence. From a philosophical perspective, the existence of demonic spirits speaks to the ancient idea of duality, the constant interplay between light and dark, good and evil, and order and chaos. In many traditions, this duality exists to foster the evolution of the soul. Through experiencing darkness, we come to understand light, but the demonic spirit represents the absence of light, a state of being that denies the divine and rejects higher consciousness. When societies or individuals fall into patterns of corruption, hatred, or materialism, they inadvertently align with these demonic energies. This alignment pulls them away from their oversoul or higher self, and they begin to lose sight of their true spiritual purpose. In this way, demonic influence becomes a philosophical exploration of how spiritual corruption can manifest in the material world, creating cycles of suffering, ignorance, and destruction. How demonic spirits influence society. Demonic spirits do not just influence individuals. They also have a profound impact on society as a whole. In a collective sense, these spirits can infect entire cultures or even countries, leading to widespread phenomena like war, oppression, and chaos. They work in subtle, often invisible ways, manipulating the collective consciousness to perpetuate division, fear, and hatred. In this age of global connectivity, these spirits can spread much more easily, influencing groups of people through media, politics, and social constructs. They encourage separation, polarization, and division between individuals and groups. Their goal is to keep humanity disconnected from unity, love, and higher spiritual truths. This is why collective healing is so important to shift the collective energy of humanity from low-frequency fear and hatred into higher states of love, compassion, and understanding. Recognizing demonic spirits. Signs of their influence. Recognizing demonic influence, whether in oneself or others, requires keen spiritual awareness. Here are some signs that may indicate the presence of these low vibrational entities. 1. Extreme negativity. Persistent feelings of fear, anger, hatred, or despair that seem to have no rational explanation. The energy feels heavy, dense, and oppressive. 2. Loss of connection to self. A sudden or ongoing disconnection from one's higher self, purpose, or soul mission. A feeling of being lost, confused, or disconnected from one's spiritual truth. 3. Unexplained aggression or impulses. Sudden outbursts of aggression, impulsive or erratic behavior, and actions that feel out of character or invasive. 4. Energy draining. Being in the presence of certain individuals or environments that leave you feeling exhausted, emotionally drained, or spiritually depleted without clear reason. 5. Thought patterns of self-destruction. Persistent thoughts or desires that lead to self-harm, destructive behaviors, or feelings of worthlessness that feel unnatural or foreign to one's true self. The path to protection and healing. The most effective way to protect oneself from the influence of demonic spirits is to strengthen and shield the energy field. This can be achieved through practices that elevate one's vibrational frequency, such as meditation, connecting with your higher self through stillness and inner peace, energy clearing, regularly cleansing the energy of your space and aura, sacred rituals, using sacred objects, symbols, and mantras to create energetic shields, loving kindness, practicing compassion, forgiveness, and love, which naturally raises your vibrational frequency. By living in alignment with your higher consciousness and remaining vigilant of your thoughts and emotions, you can dissolve the influence of these dark forces and return to the light.